in chapter 9, final review of the coordinate plane. And we're in book B on page 38 is where chapter 9 starts. You can see the big idea on this page that every point on the coordinate plane can be represented by a pair of coordinates. The same biblical truth applies for all of our algebra chapters. Algebra comes from the Arabic word al-jabr, which means the reunion of broken parts, which also comes from 1 Thessalonians 5:23, reminding us that God can make us whole even though we're broken. The vocabulary that you should review from this chapter before your final would be coordinates, coordinate plane, x-axis, which would go horizontally, y-axis, which goes vertically, quadrants. So you have quadrant 1, 2, 3, and 4. And then origin, which is the point of 0, 0. So make sure you're marking things with S, E, or check. Okay, and there's lots of review sections in here for you. We're not going to go through all of them. But the first review section would be that you have points that you can have on a coordinate plane. So turn to page 44, and we're going to plot some of these points. So if you look at number 4, so its points R and S are reflections of each other about the y-axis. So we're going to be reflecting across the y-axis. So A, we have -6 and then 2 right here. And so that would be point R. And then across the y-axis, we would be at the coordinates of 6, 2. So when you reflect across the y-axis, the x-coordinate changes. So the y-coordinate would stay the same and the x-coordinate would change. So R was -6, 2. And S was the opposite of 6, 2. Okay? And then there's many more that you could do. So the next section review is to draw and identify polygons. So you would plot all the points and then identify which polygon it was. And then if you switch to lesson 9.2, which is on page 50, starting out, this is the length of line segments. So you would just plot the points. So on page 51, if we do number 2, so we're going to plot point E at 6, 0, sorry, -6, 0. And then F is at -2, 0. And then we just count how much that is, just like it were a number line. So we have from -6 to 2, we have 1, 2, 3, 4. So this line segment is 4 units. So I would say line segment EF is equal to 4 units. If it gave me an actual measurement, then I would write in what that measurement was. Okay, and then it would be the same if I had a line that was parallel to either the x-axis or the y-axis. So let's say I had a line that was here at -5, 2 and -2, 2. The length of this line would be the same. I would just count it from the -5 to the -2 and say it's 1, 2, 3 units. So line segment AB would be equal to 3 units. Okay, so this can help me find the perimeter of a square or a rectangle.